Welcome back to another anime review. This is an anime review that I would like to say this that we have five main characters. Five main characters. Now we're gonna start off with the least amount of character that has the least amount of role all the way up to the main characters. Okay, we got the group. By the way, this is in Japanese. It's in not, there's no English dub, so you have to watch it in Japanese, which is perfectly fine. But the main character, which by the way, that's why I can't pronounce the fucking anime name because I can't speak Japanese. I do apologize. But when it comes to this anime, the first character, she doesn't, she doesn't go, she's not. This is fourth grade, fourth and fifth grade kids. The character does not show up in the first episode because of the last teacher being such a fucking bastard of a he doesn't know how to teach the children, so he's so fucking strict that she doesn't want to come to school because of that reason. But when she finds out that the new teacher is nice and stuff, she decides to come along, and then she is very nice to him. That's a good sign. The problem is though, she gets made fun of the whole entire anime because of how big her boobs are. Usually in usually between fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh is when your body develops either slowly or quickly. Her body, meaning her boobs, are vastly rapidly growing in a rapid pace. So she has to wear a bra in fifth grade, so she gets made fun of that. But her friends stick up for her, which is a good thing. With that being said, though, she has the most least amount of lines. Once she comes back and once that arc with the bra thing is done, she is on the sideline for pretty much stuff. She is there with the group, but she doesn't really do that much. The second main character is the character that I like the most. First off, when it comes to she has a hate love relationship with the teacher by kicking him in the nuts all the fucking time and calling him a fucking virgin because he is a virgin and that's what happens. Okay. Which we'll get into the teacher later. She has a problem with her mom being home from late from work and just going to bed. She doesn't like to do stuff with her mom because her mom is like this, that, and the other thing. And she forms a bond with the strictest teacher in the whole class, in the whole school, which I think is really interesting. And the strictest teacher decides to lighten up with the kid because they have a heavy subject that they talk about. Meaning that she tells her that she likes someone in the classroom. The problem is the fact that once she tells her what is going on, she tells her that it's a girl that she likes. Like love interest like that. Because she teases that she wants her to kiss her and stuff like that, and that's where it gets a little dicey. The problem is the fact that since she's in love with this character, it's throughout the whole entire anime because she's in love with the main character, which I think is really interesting. I'll get to her later, but pretty much she just tries to make her friend feel happy, so that way she can have an affection by kissing her and stuff like that. Okay, so we're getting to the third main character now. We're gonna get to the teacher. The teacher is a guy who's trying to learn how to be a teacher. He's trying to love his students the way they want to be loved, and that's where it gets interesting. He goes far and beyond as a teacher to help out his students. Excuse me, my apologies. And he tries to make sure that he does it the right way, and that's where it gets interesting. I don't know if I've ever had a teacher do this, but he goes far and beyond with the main character, which she has trouble with her home. First off, her mom is dead because she died from lung cancer, but she lives with her cousin, which her cousin had a love relationship with her mom, which is kind of creepy in itself, but whatever. His background decides to catch up to him because his father and mother used to beat the crap out of him, and he went to live with his cousin mom, which is the main character, so that way they can make sure that he's in a better environment because his parents passed away. The main thing about it, however, because of the fact that he's all fucked up, the last request from the main character's mother says, "Please protect the main character," which is Rika, I believe is her name is. She then he goes all fucking ape shit at the very end of the anime. I mean, full blown Higurashi fucking like vibes. Like he wants to kill someone. He's that fucking domesticated. He even locks her up by locking herself in her room and putting 5 or 6 locks on their door room, which I thought was really excessive. But that goes for show because people that are, it teaches you how to be a better person. Because if some person was in a bad situation when they were kids, it's going to affect them when they're older if you don't teach them out of it. Some people don't know how to cope with it. I did because I know, because I was in the same situation. My dad used to beat me, abuse me physically and mentally. My mom's ex-boyfriend did the same thing. But I'm more happy now, even though I could have taken the route of this guy being protective of the people that helped me out. I'm not that protective. I will protect people, but I'm not the type of person to be like this. Like, I will help you out the best way I can. I'm not going to be like, to go overboard, because you guys have your own lives, so that's why. He eventually lightens up at the very end of the anime. Now, the main character loves the teacher so much that she decides to kiss him, and that's his first kiss. The problem is, though, she falls in love with him, which I think is fucking hilarious. But on the other hand, though, I think that she has some issues in itself because she just wants affection because she never got it. Because even though she lives with her cousin that loves her mom, he's too busy working too much to hang out or do anything with her. She always had her mom. So there's a pretty heavy stuff in this anime. Now when it comes to the story, I think the story is really good. When it comes to it, the problem is, and this is the main problem I have with the anime as a whole, is the fact that they make too many fucking sex jokes. I think that's the main problem of it. And the fact that the 5th graders always show the teacher their panties. And I think that's too fucking childish for an anime that's trying to have a deeper meaning to it. And that's my main problem with the anime as a whole. Because of that reason, I'm not giving this a high number because of that reason. There's a deeper meaning to the anime. However, there is also a bunch of other perverted stuff mentioned in the anime, and that's why I don't like it. The sad thing is about this anime, however, when it comes to the anime itself, it has 12 episodes. There's 15 in all. No, technically 16. I'll get to that when I get to that. But the first 12 episodes, after the episode ends, there's 3 episodes of the OVA. I like the 3 episodes of the OVA. I like them more because the first episode clears up something at the very end of the anime on why he has a picture of her on his phone, the teacher anyway. And that was a really good thing. The second episode gets character development of the strict teacher and the character that falls in love with the main character. The third episode is pretty much your beach episode, which there's always a beach episode in the anime, so I'm kind of like, okay, good. It was actually a nice episode. But the problem is, and this is the main reason why I think that the anime has an issue, is the fact that you can't put something so serious in an anime like that and put perverted jokes all the fucking time. Like, for example, the kindergarten anime that had the kindergartner fall in love with the teacher because she thought he was flirting with them, and she saved her life from her falling from a tree. Which there is a scene in this anime in the beginning that happens in the same thing. That happens in the girl that was in kindergarten saved by the teacher. That happens here too. problem is, though, and this is the main problem of it, is the fact that that's strictly comedy. They weren't doing serious stuff throughout the whole anime, even though there's 12 episodes. There's less 12 episodes. But every episode was not serious because you couldn't take it serious because it's the kindergarten trying to marry a fucking teacher. With that being said, though, I think that the anime is really. I don't think the anime. That's the whole problem. You can't have comedy in something that serious. Talk about it because you can't talk about a. Because the whole meaning of the anime, of this anime, is the fact that you're trying to teach your people how to be better parents. You also have to teach what you can and cannot do for a teacher to get involved if the situation is that serious. That's what happens, and that's my main problem with it. I think the anime as a whole has its issues, because the whole entire time the main character just wants love and affection, which I think is really good. But the problem is its execution when it comes to its comedy, because there's comedy, but they do it at the wrong, worst fucking times. I mean, when there's like serious moments, the next scene there might be like messing up or something, like having fun or something. Although in the later episodes they don't do that. It's mostly serious because we want to establish on why her emotions are like all over the place and why she's been treating like this. Because the main character loves the teacher so much that she tries to do her a lot, and that's the main problem I have with it. But with that being said, what are you guys' thoughts on this anime? I'm giving this a 3 out of 10. I did not like it one bit. But I'm sure that it will change after the next anime because the next anime review is pretty cure, and then and I'll explain why that's the next anime review on my anime list. And that'll be the next anime review. So I hope you guys have a nice positive day. Take care. And let's have Zelda, bitches! I always want to do that. I need to record Let's Have Zelda at some point. But stay positive. Hope you enjoyed this anime review. This is actually one of the worst animes I've watched in a while. I mean, I don't know when was the last time I gave an anime a 3, but I did not like it because of its poor execution between the both animes and stuff. And the fact that most of the jokes I did not laugh at. So, I hope you guys have a nice positive day. If I was even 20 or a teenager watching this, I would still not laugh because there's so much stuff. This anime is all completely done. There's 15 episodes. Plus an extra episode that recaps everything, but it's an 86-minute video episode, an 86-minute video, which is pretty much the length of a fucking movie. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a nice positive day. Take care. This is probably like I'm starting to get used to doing these anime reviews on details and stuff, but if you want a serious conversation, watch this anime. You just might need to pay attention because of the perverted jokes that they show up. So stay positive. Hope you have a nice positive day. Next anime review will most likely be pretty cure because reasons, and I'll get to that when we get to the next review. Stay positive, everyone.